in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UNLV's offense will go on the attack first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talent?
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first two plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Washington. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Huskies. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Takes a hit as he fires. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. They had some players jump into the transfer portal, but they were able to hang on to some of their key pieces. Do you think really that's more the culture coming through or promises from the staff, David?
I think that's exactly how I would do it, because I can fill some of my holes and my gaps, especially for spring ball and for all those other steps to build depth while I develop some of the younger guys. So you just kind of take a medium range of portal guys, Jesse.
Yeah, and David, I think the coaching staff knew they were going to lose some guys. Some guys didn't play enough last year, and they expected them to bounce. But they were able to hold on to some key people that a lot of other programs wanted. So give this coaching staff credit, re-recruiting their own guys. Let's see if that pays dividends today.
The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. And last time they punted, it went back for 6. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Huskies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Huskies. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that. Days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Huskies. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And he tacks on the extra point. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw, now to try to find a way to fight back into this game. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Nestles it in at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll toss it to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. To the air, it's Knight. Got his man in the middle. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the right. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it out. It's Callow. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rebels offense is back on the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Rebels line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try the left side. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Knight. He's got an open man. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. Headed to the end zone. He Almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Floating away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Throws to the tight end. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense...
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. On the direct snap, it's Green. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Rush is on him. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. He'll do it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television, and so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great...
Fires runners toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's McDaniel. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The toss sweep to the right. Nice move to keep running. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Slithers into space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to... Yardage on that play, able to wedge it back. Scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Now on the move. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Moore. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Gets it out fast. After the filthy move, he's got room. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Down he goes. He tried to get out of trouble, and this defense wasn't having it.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting a sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The give to the tailback. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, and if you're wondering why this offense hasn't scored in this game, it's plays like that. Not only have they not been able to execute running or throwing the football, they've had penalty problems, but it's turnovers as well. And here in the fourth quarter, ball security coming back to bite this offense, giving that one up.
Soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Direct snap. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Now improvising. Running to Green. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Huskies.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
66, UNLV, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quick toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing? Pitch. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Tight end now in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they...
Time to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilcox. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces.
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Just complete and utter dominance in this one.